and Scott Miller from Epic Realty, selling homes, talking to the movers and shakers in the real estate world, and community leaders, just two friends talking shop. Sit back and enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe. Rachel and Miller, hey, real estate podcast.
Ba-dum-bum. Welcome to the Rachel and Mr. Miller podcast, where we discuss real estate, real life, and occasionally things we probably shouldn't. We're pros buying, selling in the residential real estate, but nothing you hear is legal, financial, or professional advice outside of our licensed wheelhouses. We're just two humans talking. Proceed accordingly and handle like you would an adult beverage. I'm Scott Miller with Epic Realty, and with me today, and as always, is Rachel Moreno.
I am always with you, Mr. Miller.
Yes, and I just realized that our cool little licenses aren't in our
Whoopsie
screens.
daisy, that's because we were on before trying to figure out life, and then we both got kicked off.
Yes, it is.
So we
So-
are back to square one.
We kind of are. So, Rach, you and I had a lot of conversations over the last week about HOAs, and
Yes, we have.
I up here in the Crest or Ridgecrest or Ridgecrestopoly, as you may see behind me.
Uh-huh.
I don't have. I think I have a total of 3 HOAs up here that I can think of, and they're all under $200 or $300 a month. However, you down there and our brothers and sisters and homeowners and people down there, brothers and sisters, realtors, and the people who own homes down there are also in HOAs, and they are not a couple $100 a month in most cases. They're hundreds of dollars each month. Well, those conversations we had prompted us to do some more. I'm going to use the word due diligence, for lack of a better term. Did not want to consent to post. Okay.
And we need to do more due diligence. So we've both agreed that this deserves some more time to really dissect. But we are going to kind of scrape the surface of it today, largely because, like you said, HOAs are really affecting the real estate market in my neck of the woods. Thousand Oaks has anywhere, or the Canal Valley rather, has anywhere roughly between 260 to 310 HOA communities.
310?
Now, this is not of official record, but that is what our friend ChatGPT tells us. And it sounds high, but with throughout Canal Valley, and the Canal Valley is Thousand Oaks, Moore Park, Simi, part of Westlake Village, part of Camarillo, perhaps. I could be wrong on that, but a few different towns all in one, the Canal Valley. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's upwards of over 200 HOAs. And again, part of that deep dive is going to be finding out that true number, and then also how many homes are within each of those HOAs. I live in an HOA. I live in a complex, and there's 212 units. I have a listing right now that's on the market that is part of an HOA, and there's 415 condos in that complex.
That
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. This is our opinion. These are our opinions, and not the opinions of anybody we work for or associated with.
What?
With what I'm about to say. Well, I'm not going to say that right now. I'm going to come back to that. But
You're not saying anything.
I know I'm kind of babbling, but something we discovered, and we just said this in the green room before we came on, is HOAs have been around. Was it 17 in the 1700s? 18. It
No,
was
no, they came after their post World War II.
okay. Yeah, well, that wasn't the 1700s.
No,
No.
no. About 1945 they came, and it be and an H, the H, and I just did a quick read, so I'm going to stumble over this. But after World War II, when service people, men, were coming home, and there was a boom of a need for homes, and so a developer started creating more of master planned communities that within the development concept had rules and restrictions to create a cohesive community. Things like
And
clotheslines and gates and fences and driveways and cars and some rules, but there was nobody, nothing, no entity in place to reinforce those rules. So the development company, which was, I wish I had it in front of me, and we're going to do a much more interesting breakdown of all of this next time around. But there was a specific development company that started with this master plan idea, and within that idea wasn't, they didn't know it, but they needed a board to make sure that these communities were following along with the CCNRs, the codes, restrictions, and the covenants, regulations, and restrictions, something like that. I should know it, but I don't right now. Yes.
the thing that I found most interesting about their covenants and restrictions and rules.
CCNRs, codes. Shit, Miller, we should really know this. If anybody who's watching, they're laughing at us right now because we
Yeah.
don't know what CCNR stand for. What does CCR stand for? Please tell me. I know it's on the tip of my tongue right now, but because I'm thinking of a million things, it's not coming to me, and I feel like a total Nimrod. It's coming. It's coming. It's not Creedence Clear Revival. It's not Cheesecake Factory.
I
That's
kind of
so
like
funny.
I kind of like
That's
both of
so
those.
funny.
C and R's.
Creedence Clearwater codes, covenants, conditions, and restrictions. Covenants,
Yes.
conditions, and restrictions. So promises and things that you can do and things that you can't do. So there
And
you go.
and when those came in
There it
to
is.
play,
Oof.
that was prior to where how boy, I'm really tiptoeing around this. Basically, when the HOA started, if you weren't of a certain ethnicity, you weren't allowed to be
Right.
there. Which
Well, it wasn't that they didn't word it like that. They were wording it as, and again, remember this was in, between 1945 and 1950. It was compatible cultures.
which for 1940s and 1950s, that was such a politically correct term. I was kind of impressed.
I don't know if it was politically correct, but that's what they were doing. And so there was, and that's where the fair housing laws came in. There's no redlining, there's no steering. All of that kind of stuff came from was a reaction to that, as well as other things, of course. But there you go.
One of the things.
So
Go ahead.
Brian Hank was an FHA planner who formalized the modern HOA model, covenants, agricultural control, and mandatory membership. So we have Brian Hank to thank.
Thanks,
The
Brian.
purpose of it was to maintain uniformity, manage shared amenities, and enforce rules that cities did not want to handle.
Interesting. Why are you staring at me?
I was waiting for you to say something.
Oh, I'm like, did I miss something? Did I miss
So
my
in
cue?
the 1950s, Lakewood was the earliest one of the first large-scale planned communities in the U.S. There
Lakewood,
were racial
California.
exclusions. Early CCNRs in California often included racially restrictive covenants until outlawed in 1948.
Yeah, like I said, if they weren't of certain looks, they couldn't go in there.
Okay, if you want to say that, sure.
That's the way I'm gonna. That's the way I'm gonna go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, across the board. It was across the board.
Right.
Somebody's calling me that. Oh, no, no, no. We're not answering that.
It's not me.
Oh no, we are not answering that right now.
No.
Okay. So so now today there are about 14.5 million Californians. So now we're just talking about our state of California that live in an HOA community. 14.4 million in California. Are there 14.4 million people living in California? This is another. How many people live in California? And then what? 2 in the rest of the country? Like,
Yes.
it's a lot of people in California. My God.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And another little juicy tidbit is that California is number 1 only to be neck and neck with Florida in terms of the amount of HOAs. So Florida and California are neck and neck. They both take the number 1 spot in having the most HOAs of all other states in our country. I
Well-
would be interested to know what state has the least, and I'm moving there.
I'm going to say Montana.
Okay, let's see. This is why I wanted to have this all done before you made me do this. Least amount. And so, we've talked about how the condition of HOAs in terms of reserves, we're running into that problem. We've talked about it over and over again because of our fire disasters. Fire insurance, we've talked about it. If you've been in this classroom the last year and a half, you could say it yourself. But this is where so HOAs typically are run by just regular people that live in the community. They don't have to be qualified. If they are qualified, that's a plus, but they don't have to be qualified. So, do you see dead people, Mr. Miller? You're like, look at him.
No, I was trying to find some. I was seeing if I had a like a llama or something. I could say this could be a HOA person, but I don't have any.
It could be your stuffed llama could be an HOA
Yes.
member. And
That's
so,
what I was trying to
these
find
people,
for.
so there's so many things. This is so multi-layered. So you have a board. Let's say there's 5, 6 members on the board. These people, they have to be voted in by other people that live and pay their dues on time within the association. Now, when you think about condos, especially these days, we could say 49% of the dwellings in a condo community are renters. So the people that own those units are somewhere else, and they disconnect completely, which is not, it works against you when you disconnect completely and you don't pay attention to what the board is doing. And that can really be detrimental and start digging into your equity and make your condo, your property hard to sell. I'm running into this time and time again. So if you own a property and it's in an HOA and you are not living in that building, in that structure, I strongly urge you to stay connected with what's going on within the board. If you can, show it for the board meetings. Vote. Pay attention to how the money is being spent, because reserves need to be at a certain level for FHA loans.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say, that's one of the reasons why we started looking into this. Is you'd sent me over that document that came in from, I think came in from NAR or came in from the California Realtors
Yes.
Association. That come January, oh my,
Oh my is right, and I want to see if I can find that on my desktop, and I cannot because blah blah blah. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find that, Miller. That was the. No, I sent that to you. That's going to be something we'll have to bring up, because there's, as if it wasn't hard enough right now. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they are increasing their standards for what they need an HOA to, the health of an HOA. They're increasing those standards. So the investigations are going to take longer.
So a
That's
14
one of
day
them. Because
14-day escrow
used
is not going to
yeah,
happen.
they used to do like just kind of like a mid-level investigation and say yes or no. Now they're going, each and every inquiry is going to be a deep dive, each and every one of them. So let's say you've got a buyer that wants to get into this condo and it's a competitive property and they want to shorten their contingency to make their offer stronger. And they say, oh, 10 days, 10-day contingency for all investigations. Good luck. Good luck. That deep dive is going to hold you back.
And it's not the deep dive on the buyer or the seller. It's the deep dive from the finance company.
From the financer, the lender.
And
That's right.
They want it to be a very solid HOA.
Yes.
And we have found just through happenstance that a lot of these HOAs are not solid.
Most of them are not.
Right. That's the listing that we are talking about that you have.
And
It's-
not always a fault of the HOA because the landscape has changed so much. It's become more and more expensive to try and hold insurance policies, and a lot of it just stems from that. And so, 5 years ago they may have been fine, but now they're not because the insurance has increased so much. So we're getting further and further away from the goal on both sides. It's a tough one.
it's
It's
going to
a tough one.
be it's definitely going to be a really deep dive that we're going to do on this. Is what's interesting is you brought this up to me, and in full disclosure, I didn't know anything about it until you brought it up to
Yeah.
me, and I didn't know anything about it because I really don't have any big HOAs up here.
Right.
But like the property that you have, it's not financeable through through Fannie or Freddie, because it's not a stable HOA when it comes to its financial status.
Right.
So that really narrows down your buyer pool. And when not you, Rachel, but you as the listener and the homeowner in an HOA go to sell your house in February, you may be in for a rude awakening, and it could get really ugly. It's going to get. It's not could. Unless your HOA is financially stable and can prove it quickly, it's
Yeah.
it will be ugly. It is
Well,
it is ugly.
let's just say it's going to be challenging.
What's interesting is, like I said, my HOAs up here are under $200. The national the median HOA fee nationally is $135 a month. Nationally.
So,
And your HOAs down there are $600, $700, $800. I have a buddy of mine in San
yes, sir.
Diego. One of his HOAs is $1,100
Oh yeah, easily.
a month. I was like, holy crap! What do they do for that? They make the front look
Not
pretty.
much.
No. There's a property that I'm going to be listing in Tehachapi, in Bear Valley. Their HOA, I think, is $140 a month, and that includes the pool, all the riding trails, and more elk than you can shake a stick at. ATV trails, everything like that. That keeps them maintained for $140 a month.
Yeah.
But I live down there in LA, and again, that also, and you mentioned this a moment ago. I apparently have 2 Ridgecrestopolis. I just saw another one. I'm like, wait, how did that get over there? Sorry,
weird.
squirrel. The squirrel got in my way of what I was going to say.
So you were talking about the HOA up in Tehachapi.
Oh, it's 100. I think it's $140 a month.
Is that fire country up there?
Oh yes, and I don't. And
That's-
it's not. It's not high. It's actually. I hate saying this out loud, but it's extreme.
Wow.
So
But they are okay with their overall blanket coverage for their fire
that
insurance
is,
coverage.
that yes, my understanding is they've had the same price of their HOA fees there since Moses was a young lad. Oh, so
That's quite
they,
some time.
yeah, they. My
That's
understanding
really
is
impressive.
my understanding is yes. However, I have not been able to get a deep dive done on that, and part of it is because there's no need for that deep dive today. Come January, that's going to be a different conversation.
Well, yeah, but again, I mean, you're kind of fortunate in the fact that you don't come across a whole lot of HOAs up there in Ridgecrest. It is a way of life out here where we are.
Right. That's as homeowners in HOAs. You hit the nail right on the head a minute ago. Is get involved with your HOA. Who, what, when, why, where, how.
I'm not suggesting be on the board though, because I hear that that's a psychotic volunteer position. But one of the things that I believe to be true, and I said this to you on the phone the other day too, and I don't have a crystal ball and I don't know everything, but what I do know, and I think you agree with me, is when there's a gap, when there's a need, someone somewhere, especially within the government, figures out how to fill that gap. So we're about 2-3 years into this issue, into the HOA being a larger issue. This has kind of bubbled up over the last handful of years. And I think we have a few more years to go before someone somewhere, whether it's a bank, a lender, a government entity, or maybe even NAR, someone somewhere says, this is an issue, this is going to bottom out, we need to figure out a way to fix this. So if you are a homeowner in an HOA and you'd really love to sell, I'd say give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time. Because I feel like I feel like Mighty Mouse is on his way.
Thanks for putting that in my head. Now I have,
Remember Mighty Mouse?
I do. He's now running around in my head.
So just like when the bottom fell out in 2008, I feel like there's going to be an answer. There's going to be a fix. Somebody, and maybe Elon Musk will figure it out. I don't know.
Right?
Or me.
That's I could see that happening.
I literally could see Elon Musk figuring something out.
Well, he could just go write a check and be fixed,
He could bail us all out.
right? He could. He'd be like, "Oh, here, let's just do it this way."
But I do feel like there's going to be an answer, and I'm kind of really curious and strangely excited about it. Like, I
Right?
feel like a nerd over this topic. I really feel like I'm an HOA nerd right now because I'm like, this is interesting, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm not letting it bring me down. I feel like it might go, the bad news might get a little bit worse, but then it's just got to get better. And that's the good news about rock bottom. That
Let me
is the
place
good news. Great. We're here. There's only one way to go now. So
right
fine.
up,
Up.
right?
So I'm okay with it.
It's I am yes.
You're speechless, Miller. I've just left
I
you
am because
speechless today.
I well I'm speechless. Is like I said, this wasn't on my radar at all
Right.
until you brought it up to me. You brought it up to me,
Right.
and I'm thinking about the homeowners down there. I'm thinking about the real estate agents down there, who this is not on their radar yet. And I think you sent me something yesterday about another podcaster who just basically said the same thing we did. Holy crap! Have you seen this?
Yeah.
And he was talking about it. So it's going to start making the rounds on the podcaster world.
It is. And you know what? We are the groundbreakers.
Yes, we are. I mean, we're kind of just giving people a dusting of it. Hey, I just found your song, Rachel. I'm going to play it here. I just found it.
Okay,
Hold on.
you do that.
Yes. And see, I'm going to do this. And then, oh, look, there
Oh,
it is.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it, can you?
Mighty Mouse is on his way.
Exactly.
Cute little guy. Cute
Yes.
little guy. Okay, so lightning round, real estate preferences. Hang on. I think we did this once before.
We did. I sucked at it because I thought it was something else.
Well, while my list is generating, I can think of a few on my own. I have to remember to use my own brain sometimes.
Right.
Okay, one word answer for this. And don't worry, nobody's going to hold this to you and nobody's going to be offended. What do you prefer as a real estate agent? Do you prefer representing a buyer or a seller more?
Seller.
Seller. Okay. Now you ask me one. Quick.
Buy. Buyer, seller.
Oh. See,
Is
buyer.
both an answer?
Just to balance it out. Just to balance it out.
Is both
buyer.
an answer?
Well, yeah, but that kind of takes the fun and the controversy out of it. Okay, here you go. Honda or Toyota?
Truck or car?
Okay, fine. Car,
Toyota.
truck.
Toyota.
Toyota.
Yes.
You don't want a Honda truck.
No, I don't think I
No,
do.
no, no. Okay. Let's see. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Weather.
No earthquake.
Hot or cold?
Oh, hot.
Brick and mortar or cloud?
You really want me to answer that?
Yes.
Cloud. 100%. Cloud. Cloud. Hey, Rachel.
Cloud.
Cloud. Rachel. Cloud. 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 And-
HOA or no HOA?
No, I'd like no HOA. No HOA, please.
Cash buyer or financed? That's mean.
I'm gonna cash buyer.
Cash buyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
However,
Boy, this
You know-
thing really gave me some whacked up stuff. I don't know what it's doing. My God. It like put together a whole report for me. I don't know what it's doing. I think that's so hot outside these days that nothing is working right. Laptop
agree
or
with you.
desktop?
Both.
Oh, God, Miller. Coffee bean or Starbucks?
Starbucks. I don't
Buy
have a
me
coffee.
lunch? Buy me lunch or buy me lunch?
Buy you lunch
Thank you. Okay.
at Coffee Bean. Ha!
Ew. No. Well, can we make sure one thing though, because I know we plan on getting together in a couple weeks. Can you make sure that you end up at the same restaurant that I do when you tell me where to go?
Oh, last time Rachel and I got together, we met in Lancaster, and unbeknownst to me, there were two restaurants with the same name, same restaurant, but two different.
Where
locations.
did we meet? It was like an Applebee's or something, right?
Applebee's. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was at one, and she's like, "I'm here."
I'm like, I'm looking for you. I'm sitting in the booth. You're like, I'm right here. I'm like, Miller, are you sure? And you were so out of it. I'm like, I'm looking at a wall that says blah, blah, blah. And you're like, I'm looking at a wall that says blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, those are not the same blah, blah, blahs.
Yeah, we will We'll meet at the same place. And
But different.
right. That's so funny.
You eat at that Applebee's and I'll eat at this one and we'll
Right.
just call it a day.
And we can FaceTime our food. Yes, that's funny. FaceTime
The
lunch.
funny thing is that they were around the corner.
Right. They were within like a mile of each other. And you just froze.
Because it's Lancaster.
Right? Yep. And for
All
the
right,
record,
Miller.
it's 94 degrees up here currently instead of
Well, it better
194.
cool off by the time I get there because I'm not having it. I am just not having it.
I'll talk to the weather. I'll talk to the weather gods and say, "Hey, drop it down." But see,
Okay.
when they do that, they'll put it at like 12.
Well, my promise is that I am going to be well studied on HOA for next week because I do believe there's a lot more to be said about it.
It is,
And
and
this show is a bit of a disaster. Like,
well, it gives everybody an idea that you really, really need to go check out your HOA. And I mean, we can talk until we turn purple about it. However, it really comes down to each homeowner and each realtor doing his or her own due diligence on the HOA that they're dealing with, and not waiting for the last second. And if it were me, I'm gonna figure out how I can do this for the local HOA here. Is I want to see how they're set up. Is there's a lot of houses that sell over there, and come January, things are a changing.
yep.
So we'll put that thing from NAR in our in the notes on YouTube so people can see that on there. And
Okay.
it's kind of written in legalese, so we may have it written like easier. Yes. So
All right,
with that-
Miller. Well, I think we did it once again. Oh, what episode was this? We need to
That's-
timestamp it.
8/13/2026, season
No.
2, episode. Blah, 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 blah.
Nope, it was not that. It's
Season-
going to be. I'm opening up our calendar right now. We've lost our huge listening audience. I just know we have. Oh my God, nothing is working today. Like zero. Zero is working today. Here we go. Today is what? The 13th?
Yep.
Oh my Lord. I don't know. I think it's
Yeah.
number 27,
I think so too.
but I'll figure it out.
There, episode 27 question mark. There. Very good. Stay until we talk in the green room, and until next week. See you at the
All right.
same bat time, same bat channel. And oh, wait, Rachel, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how are they going to get a hold of you?
Well, that's the danger of saying my phone number. 805-813-0664. You can email me at rachel@gratishomes.com. And today is episode 26. Episode 26. Miller, how do people get a hold of you?
Season 26. Oh, and there's no question mark. I can be reached at 760-264-3501 or Scott at homeswithscottkmiller.com is how I can be reached. So that is how we can be reached. And with that, I'll even play a theme song on our way out. Till next time, everybody.